Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the Shop. We've just been so busy on our little stove project. That's what we're going to show you again this week. I hope you don't get bored. We'll show you some clips of him working on the stove. This part's so good I'm putting it in the Sunday in the Shop video. Here's my hinges. I need a piece like this. Hold on. It's like a bullet like that, right? This kind of a Z-bend and a rod going to the front to make this door open and close. Well, I heated in the vise and I twisted it, and it cracked down the vise. And I had my vice grips way up here. I was not even wanting to bend it there. No, it just twisted off on the vise. So it stayed there. It didn't fall off. So back up. We just went and brazed it. Way too much brazing. I know it is, but we were having fun. So we'll clean it up, and then there'll be a picture at the end of the video. I just thought I'd show that. We're busy. This has been an everyday thing, little by little. These little hinges are a killer. You can see how they're spot welded at the back. And then you gotta cut it out to clear. You gotta curve it. I don't know if you can see that in there. So it doesn't hit the stove. You gotta put a curve to it. It's the only thing I know about that far. There you go. And I've already tested this with a hunk of big old incense in there. You plug the holes, watch the smoke. You open up, watch the smoke roll out. So I've had it through the smoke test. You can do this. Okay, let's get back to work. Well, here's another clip for you. Because I'm not going to make any more videos. I got, what, 8 of them made or something like that. See where the rod's touching the bottom of the stove? This is the bottom of the stove. Let's bring this down. Now, I knew when I was making this carburetor linkage here, about the same thing. I'm not going to be able to put a Z-bend in there. If you do not have that in the right spot, you will not get this open. It's going to hit the bottom of the, see? That's all the front has to open. So I think you know what I mean. I put this in the vise and bent this with a hammer, and usually in Z-bends on small wire, I just take 2 needle-nose pliers. Boy, I could try to heat it, but then you're trying to fight something that's hot with 2 pair of needle-nose pliers. I don't want to use my good vice grips and have the torch, you know, needle-nose vice grips. We got to figure out a way to bend a piece of rod, so that's what we're going to do next. I had to take a break. I got so frustrated and aggravated. See, when I build this, how I got that much material left, I learned that from Mr. Pete, the shop teacher. Don't cut your stuff off till you're done. That way you got something to hang on to, put in the vise. Oh, had the little clearance hole in there. See that? Grind it out for that nut to clear. There you go. That's going to let enough air in. It don't have to be open all the way. Just about 45 degrees is good enough. It's going to suck enough air in there. So there we go. Back to work. Well, we got our carb linkage done. I thought about having to put a spring or a stop or setting, but the hinges are so tight, they got Loctite on them that it's going to stay wherever you want it. Let's fire it up. Should we fire it up? Ready? Wham, 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 wham. Dual port injection. Quit playing. Like, you give a man a chainsaw apart, what's he going to do? He's going to rip it to the weed eaters. Oh my God. Neighbors around weed eaters. Oh man, they're worse than chainsaws. Full bore, that's what I do. I've had neighbors stop and look at me because I just run it wide open. There'll be Loctite on that. Yeah, I won't have to put anything on it. It'll stay. Remember, this is upside down. This is on the bottom and the back. Okay, break time again. Getting all these little clips today. Thinking what to put in Sunday in the Shop. Well, this is all I've been doing all week, and the last 2, it's becoming a nightmare. Well, here's when you won't believe. This is my little shelf. I don't want to try to make 45-degree corners on this, and I did not want to try to bend it. So we're just going to have pieces in here to where you kind of grind the you know what I mean, the fish mouth thing. If it'll get, and it will grind and make it look good, okay? This is my little tray. Guess what I did? I welded this without turning the gas on. I know that looks kind of dirty, but this is chrome vanadium steel screwdriver I sacrificed. Some old screwdriver I had laying around, I took the handle off. And it actually welded it, so I'm not going to mess with it. Let's get out, that's hot. No, it's not. Let's get down and see what it looks like. Ain't that nasty? Because a lot of this is going to be ground out. You're not going to see it looking at the stove like this or looking down here. You're not going to see a lot of that, okay? So say you're looking down at the stove. You're not going to really see a lot of that welder because I'll take a lot of it away from here. Not this part, but from here. So we're going to grind this out and show you what it looks like. Wow. I was like, man, that's pretty dirty welding. Boy, that looks nasty. I've never did it before. I've hooked up flux core wire before and forgot to switch the polarity in the welder and wonder why it didn't weld very good. This welds like one of them, you know what, welders imported. Well, we're gonna grind on this and clean it up and see what it looks like. You talk about, you do it. Let me find a ruler. I want you to do the math and then you tell me in the comments. Okay? If this is 3 3/8, right? You tell me what half of that is. Okay? Then I want you to tell me what 1/4 of it is. Because I end up guessing. Because I need to really put a spot weld back in here. So like I said, we're just going to cove that out. And stick it up there like that. It's getting down to where by the time that's code where it goes down in there and plus it's welded, it'll look alright. Oh, and this will set down a piece of angle iron to keep this flat. See that? It was in a little, just a piece of little angle iron. See where you keep all your scrap and your garbage? Then it clamped there with the vice grips. See? Your typo of the day. I've used angle iron. I've welded rods together. I made an extension one time, a Bigelow 3/8 extension, and I had it clamped in a piece of angle iron. Your tip of the day. Okay, we're yacked about this too much. We'll take a picture of this mess. Here's some good Dremel rotary tool tips for you. I took this in there first, right? You can see where I was working here. I just went back and forth and kind of up and down real quick. And I had this going at a slow speed. Bring it back off. Then we took our sanding drum in. If I can get a hold of it. This direction. Stayed away from this. And then we took this, our homemade abrasive wheel. Those are just them purple scrub pads. And this is what they look like when you first make them. They wear down pretty quick, but look how nice that looks. Let's turn it around. Got rid of all the bluing. It gives that frosted look, not polished. I call it like a frosted satin look. See, you're not going to see that well. Look, say you're looking at the stove. You'd have to go like this to see it. Now you'll probably see them on the side, but I plan on doing it down in the corner. And this is going to be welded underneath the stove. I can't lift it up with just one hand. You know what I mean? It's going to be slid underneath here. There. It's going to be slid underneath the stove like that. It's going to be in my little tray. Wow, you're getting a lot of goodies in this Sunday video. Said this is what I've been doing, so I might as well put the Sunday shop video instead of making more videos on this. Like I said, I've got 8 episodes to post when this thing's done. A couple little light holes shining through. That don't matter. When you close that, you won't see it. Oh, I made a grating. This took a long This took a long time, and I used propane with my torch. That MAP gas torch I bought that's on the hose, I used propane, and it worked, but it takes longer to heat it. And this is that welding rod. I can't tell you what it is. You can find it anywhere. It's like an 1/8 of an inch thick. It's probably, what, 3/32 or something. It ground off. You gotta remember, I made this more wider at the back. Yeah, you have to be able to fit it in the diagonal. I'm going to have the grading down because it fits better than this way because of them things on the inside. It's them flat spots of that angle iron and stuff. Remember, you can make it as big as it will fit through. Might as well watch me do it in real time. Kind of like that. If I had a flashlight, I'd show you. I'll snap a photo of that in there. See? You'll never see them spot welds. You'd have to get clear up there like that, and then who cares? That's why this door frame sets higher. See, there's less space there than down here, because when you look at it, it was supposed to be equal distance from there, from the top of this round piece to the bottom of the square. Sort of. Well, there's extra space. Here you go. We're going to make them pieces on the side. And whatever it looks like, it looks like. I mean, I don't want to put a whole bunch of weld grinding, and I may round the corners to make it look better. I just have not decided how far in detail I'm going to go with that. But I just like that look instead of flat steel on there to go around there. I like that rounded over look for a little tray. Because you do that on a regular stove. You take a round rod and bend it. I had a stove like that once. I'm trying to think what my little camp stove's like. I'm going to have to get it out and look at it for sure. I'm sure it's got a tray like that. My other one. I had a video a while back this summer cooking on it. My little box stove. Okay, back to work. Figure out something else to do here. Oh, I got my little radio covered up. I put a hole in the washcloth. My reception changed. Must be because it's fall. I had to angle my antenna. Skip weather, whatever thing. Yeah. I don't want that. That grinder dust is magnetic and it will suck inside of anything metal. Beware. Old cars when your speakers, there you go. Old cars and speakers, when you push on the paper, take them out, and they feel crunchy. That's from metal dust over the years and rust getting in the speakers. In an old car, they go when you move, and that's why they start sounding bad. There, you probably didn't even know that, did you? No, I bet you didn't know that. Oh, Sunday in the shop. Don't get funny just because it's I can do whatever I want. Make fun, I don't want to do it. Don't make me press that button. Well, that's it for this week's video. Look at the mess in here. Look at that. And then you know when you can't find something, like where's my ruler? On top of my DVD player, I've been put all my drafting type stuff. You can see a ruler sticking out, measuring things. When I'm done, I put them up there. Compass. That way they're in one spot. So I ain't looking for my little rulers. I got a little 6-inch ruler. I lose it all day long. And there it is. This has been a small project in a small area. Give you a little close-up of everything. Where we go. That's going to be famous someday. That's going to be worth thousands of dollars. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think, yeah, you can kind of see it by some of my drafting type stuff. That little square steel block to the left front, I use that as a square. Drink containers. My coffee mug, I use this in the house all the time, pop lemonade. And there's my out the shop lemonade cup. Heater back in there. I haven't been running the heater. It's been nice in here, about 72 degrees today. It's not bad outside, 70 something. It rained last night a little. Oh, watch that weather report. Somebody's going to tell me we don't need the weather report. We want the facts. Go away. I'm not really that way. Yes, I am. I'm starting to get worse. I'm starting to get more cynical. These people with their comments. I haven't had any of them for a while. Maybe they got the hit. Stop doing it. I can put batteries in that. I have a bunch of them laying all over. These are batteries for my blue drill. That's it. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.